Hi, Donald here with Floating Feathers Kayak Fly Fishing School with another tips and tricks. And this tips and tricks, I'm going to show you something that you need to look at when you have a storage hatch that locks on a kayak. And I'm going to be using a Crescent Kayak UltraLite for this. And we're going to move to the front of the boat, and we're going to show you just a little tips and tricks to make sure that that storage hatch stays as dry and as tight and as waterproof and sealed as possible. Okay, so now we're at the front of the boat. This is a ultralight kayak from Crescent Kayaks. I'm just going to remove this bungee cord out of the way so you can see it a little better. There's a lot of different types of hatches, round hatches and things like that. These round hatches will usually have a way of locking, and it kind of makes the seal a little bit better. What I mean is, if you counterclockwise, right, there's like you're taking a lid off of something, lefty, loosey, righty, tighty, right? So when you go to put this on, you have to turn this until it clicks. Now there are things, I don't know if you can see, there's a little lock symbol here and an unlock. So you turn it towards the unlock, turn it towards the lock. But a lot of these round hatches have a system built in so that it has to hear a click in order for it to be sealed. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to demonstrate and see if you can hear this click. Right? Right, hear that little click? That little second click. That click tells me that this seal on this hatch is now sealed completely. What happens a lot of times is that these things get a little dirt or sand or things like that on the outside of the ridge or up in here where the seal is at, and they get really, really hard to loosen and tighten, so people don't quite get it as tight as it needs to be. But I'm going to tighten this again. And usually right there is about where people stop because it does get a little hard. So you have to put a little effort into it, and you'll hear it click right there. That's the click you want to listen for. That tells you that that seal on that hatch is now sealed. No water is going to get in there. It's as tight as it can be. Okay? Takes a little effort to get it off. All right? But if you just clean this off every once in a while, right? Take a rag or even your sleeve of your shirt or something, clean that little seal off. When you go back in here, you can actually do this with one hand, and there you go. Okay, so that was a tips and tricks on how to ensure your round hatch is sealed as best as it can be, or as it should be according to manufacturer specs. So you should hear that click, right? All right, so thank you all for watching. I'm Donald with Floating Feathers Kayak Fly Fishing School. Please tune in every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Central for more tips and tricks on kayaking, fly fishing, and kayak fly fishing. Until next time, tight lines and safe paddles.